Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another evening of Collegiate Overwatch. I'm Crow. I'm joined by Antimune, and we're going to be bringing you some OWCC UTD Comets versus Penn State Blue. So I'm excited to get it going. This is going to be a best of 3 tonight, and we're going to be starting out on Ilios. What are your thoughts going into tonight?
UTD has been absolutely killing it so far. If viewers tuned into the last match, you saw that it was only 30 minutes long for a best of 3. I think even shorter than that. It was just real quick. UTD's really been putting the pedal to the metal, absolutely just destroying any kind of opposition. And I'd like to see a more drawn-out game this time, especially for a best of 3.
Absolutely.
Penn State's definitely going to put it to them.
Secret insider sources have been telling us this should be a really fun game to watch, so I am definitely looking forward to it, and I'm excited to see what we're gonna what comps we're going to be looking at on this Ilios. Because, you know, Ilios, not my personal favorite of maps, but I know that you tend to like Ilios,
I love
right?
Ilios for one reason, and that one reason is the well. I love the Ilios well because so many shenanigans around and within the well.
I will not deny that.
Yeah, so I saw this strat that I don't think it's comp
I think strat is a very loose term for this play.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
Tomfoolery, chicanery. So this is Orisa. So as Orisa, you can use her ult to pull people in with you. Like if you time it just right. So part of Orisa's ult is that she pulls people in.
Yeah.
So as she is falling in, like you can force yourself as Orisa to fall into the well, and if you ult at just the right time, you can pull in opposite team members and with you, and then everyone falls into the well. It's kind of like the hog hook or the Lucio boop, but it's like just so much worse.
Just an absolute nightmare. Okay, Jukebox, I hope you were taking notes because we expect to see this Orisa lasso movement if we have to play the well. But as of right now, we are going to be staying on the ruins for now. This is my personal favorite map as far as Ilios goes. Great sight lines. What are you thinking we're going to be seeing here?
I'm hoping to see some good comps from hopefully Juke and Cashier. I know that Juke likes to go Zarya, and maybe if we can get so Cash has decided to go Genji, which is probably a good call.
Yeah.
Petal moving to Sojourn. So Petal using the alternate account. It's good. I'm not sure what happened to the Petal account, but looks like he's using it's good for now.
Wish I could tell you, but as of now, it's all good. What can we say? I love the Sojourn pick. I was secretly hoping for a bit of a Widowmaker, but you know, Sojourn really also good at that longer range and even shorter range.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you, Petal. Thank you, Petal.
What
a wonderful
teams
gift.
Are talking about culinary decisions in the chat.
Looks like Luti is actually going to start out on this Kiriko. I'm very excited to see it. She's only been playable in comp for just a few days now, so I am really looking forward to see what Penn State's strategies are going to be moving in with that.
Yeah, the fact that so many, we've seen a lot of players choose to go Kiriko, even though she just became viable yesterday. This goes to show how this complete mastery of the game, the fact that they're able to use this character who's so new to comp so quickly.
Memory going to be finding the first pick of that fight with Penn just kind of hitting the pedal. I mean, going forward, getting that Zarya charge. I think that DMT used...
Pedal got a hit on Memory there.
Yeah, DMT used both bubbles for themselves there. Selfish Zarya play, but I mean, it charges your gun charge so quickly that you just become a killing machine. Lamp going to come out here during this engage on the coast, and Jukebox is going to find a kill onto Paz. Regs and Ludi falling soon afterwards by Petal's gun. I mean, this Widowmaker, just once he gets started, it's hard to stop him.
Yeah, Memory being the only survivor, unfortunately. It looks like PSU kind of lost their supports and everything else after that kind of fell apart. But DMT and Jukebox both doing a good job keeping that bubble charge up.
Yeah, looking at the ultimates that are going to be coming online here, looks like Tin is in the lead with that Baptiste window, but I mean, the supports on the side of PSU Blue aren't too far behind either, so I'd imagine we're going to see Kitsune within this next fight here.
Yeah, most likely so. Tin probably will not have a great... I mean, you could use window for anybody, but I don't really see a lot of heroes on this roster that can make a great use of it. So if 10 does win, that's probably going to be for either him or for Cashier.
Yeah, I was going to say that this was like a very dominant push coming out from Blue, but I mean, Petal got 2 picks, but ultimately just wasn't quite enough. But I mean, those 2 picks in and of itself, really good staggers onto Blue and kind of keeping that ult charge, you know, a little bit equal for both teams here, because I mean, that was a huge opportunity for PSU to kind of push ahead in the ult economy.
Yeah, Kitsune and Blade almost ready now. Hopefully we'll begin to see Kitsune and then Blade follow after that. Could turn the tides of PSU very soon.
UTD pinging that Kiriko. They know that Kitsune is available. Kitsune and Blade both coming out, but Petal gonna get that first pick onto Ludi. Jukebox following soon after, though. It is back and forth. It is a 4v4. Tin gonna find that next kill, though, onto DMT. Cash popping the Blade and moving in. Unfortunately, Tin is gonna fall, but I mean, Cash and Savior both putting in the work and capping this point, flipping it over at 40-60.
Yeah, I was glad to see that that Blade and Kitsune comp finally come out, but unfortunately it did not look like it was going to be enough for PSU to make that push.
They got one really good pick off of it, but I just don't think, for using 2 ults, I don't think it quite got the value that maybe they were hoping for.
Yeah, absolutely.
But UTD definitely knew that that combo was like in the books, and you could kind of tell they were playing around it.
Yeah, prediction really makes or breaks a game. UT Dallas is pretty exceptional at being able to predict plays.
Using both beats here, and it sounds like Juke is going to pop the grab. Still not finding any kills. It is a 5v5. Memory going to kill Tinspire's Discus there, but Cash and Jukebox just going to collapse on in. Rags going down soon after as well. UTD stopping this point push at 60%
and
for
that
Blue.
is essentially a team kill. And acing, yep, there it is.
Good play by UTD. They did initiate with the beat, and Paz heard that and was like, all right, we're going to do the exact same. So, I mean, both Lucio beats are going to be used there. I believe both grabs were also used. DMT with a little bit more ult charge, though, than Jukebox right now. Here is the Sojourn ult looking at Savior, who is only half HP, but not immediately finding anything. Tinspire going to use that lamp.
At just the right time.
There's trades back and forth, 4v4. Unfortunately, Tin is going to go down, though. You hate to see your BAP go down, and I think that Savior's down as well, so there are no heals for UTD right now.
PSU making an excellent push into overtime, finally managing to cap the point. Definitely looks like they started to get a little more coordinated there, and it worked out for them pretty well.
Cash just gonna, I think, die to reset if I were to hope that's what the play was. I hope that's what the call was.
I'm almost scared. Yeah,
but
that was.
Blade is online. Sights are going to be popped. Looking for this early pick, and he finds it onto Memory. It is a 4v5 UTD ready to move in. Kitsune is in the bag, but Petal finds the second pick. Ludi not able to get it out in time. UTD, if they cap this point, it's over. There's no more OT on these kinds of maps.
And Cash only getting one pick onto Rags from the Blade, unfortunately, but Petal making swift work for the rest of the team.
I mean,
to finally secure the point.
You can only get one pick when Petal's killed the other four.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, UTD, that was definitely, you could see the back and forth, but UTD, the ult tracking, you could see it in their eyes, you could see it in their gameplay, that they knew when Kitsune was online. They knew that Kitsune was kind of the big playmaker for Blue, right? So
yeah, Blue was doing a great job, playing as the heroes that they've chosen pretty well. But it looks like that prediction is just working out for UTD really well. If PSU can come back and kind of be a little more predictive in what UT Dallas might do with their ults, I think they can maybe turn this game around.
You can tell that both these teams are definitely talented in the mechanics category. It just comes down to reading each other, you know? So both Sims swapped off to Genji, makes perfect sense. Just a little bit of TP action, getting everyone there in time. Zarya charge already way up there.
Yeah, both Juke and DMT almost at 100% already.
The instant Sojourn kills, almost identical, but everyone's still swapping back and forth. It is a 3v3, and it is scrappy by all means. Looks like Tin went down pretty early. That's going to be the main source of heals for UTD down. But I think they've created enough space that it's not too big of a deal. Paz fighting for their life as a little Lucio on this point. Just kidding! They're not! They're going to be killing Petal instead. I thought that this point was an easy UTD cap, but I mean...
They're not making it that way at all.
PSU turned it around. Really well played by them. I think the patience was definitely the biggest thing there for PSU, because you could see they did lose 3 men. I mean, UTD also, they kind of lost 2, and then the third fell a little bit later. But UTD had the space, but PSU was like, no, we're just going to take our deep calming breath. We're going to move back in when we get the chance. And it was well worth it. Trades coming out once again. Petal going to go down. Unfortunately, 2 on the side of PSU going to fall pretty soon. It is just Paz doing the little Lucio dance.
Wow. Boop, and then a finally finishing kill on Paz there.
Savior asserting Lucio dominance right there. UTD flipping the point at 33%, so nothing to turn your nose up at.
Yeah, PSU doing a really good job at it's just strategizing overall. They definitely know when to hold back and when to come together as a team and make a push.
I like this high ground push for them. We can see that Ludi is almost at the Kitsune, but unfortunately, a lot of ults coming out. Petal gonna pop that ultimate. Memory also moving with the Dragon Blade. Not finding a whole lot though, except for the other side of Petal's gun. That is the only fall so far. It sounds like Beat has come out from Paz. I think Savior used Beat a little bit earlier as well. Ludi gonna find a kill, and Paz is as well. Jukebox
comes out, and that's almost, wow, that is just a massive amount of picks from UTD there.
That was an insane grab from Jukebox there. Just when I was like, I'm not sure we should throw any more ults at this wall. I feel like we've put a lot in. Jukebox just absolutely turned it around. I thought it was a losing battle, but it never is when the grab is in the bag.
Yeah, that grab was just very exceptionally timed. Everyone was kind of just there coalesced together, and yeah, just a very good time to grab out, especially as there were other people on the point that were going to need to follow that through.
Rags is going to have that Sojourn ult, but Paz has gone down. Tinspire sniping through that window. Cash going to find Ludi as well. There are no supports available for the side of PSU. Look at Tin up here.
Yeah, that immunity field definitely helping out Tinspire there, because he definitely would have been, unfortunately, picked without that field.
Baptiste, very cool support hero, not DPS hero. I mean, yeah, that window was perfectly placed. It stopped the entire push coming out from Blue right there. Rags still holding onto the Sojourn ultimate. Gets slowed down a little bit by Petal. But PSU, once again, on this higher ground. Rags...
and DMT kind of going at it there.
Here's the ultimate coming out. Gonna see what we end up getting. Memory gonna end up killing Savior to start that out. UTD down there. Lucio, but Petal...
unfortunately did not get any of that ult out.
Petal, Tin, Cash moving in. Jukebox gonna get on some of that action too. And unfortunately, it is just going to be
another team kill on the side of UTD.
DMT left alive, and UTD caps that second point. They take the first map in this best of 3. Play the game. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? It has to be that grab, right?
It's got to be the grab.
It's the grab.
Of course, it's the grab.
Just the timing on this. I mean, let's see it from Juke's point of view. Yeah, perfectly done. You could see the team was coming off of beat right there. They were kind of low on resources and just really well done.
If it can't happen, it will happen, and that team just managed to kind of be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but it worked out inside of UTD.
I mean, they were on the point. That's the point of the game, isn't it?
That's true.
But Juke playing super well. All of UTD playing super well. You know, Penn State definitely give them a run for their money, but UTD, they're in the groove. You can just tell that, like, their mindset is there, their teamwork is there, their comms are there, and it's going to be really hard to take them off this pedestal they've created for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're two matches running so far. I think we're 3-0 now, and if UTD keeps that pace up, we're definitely going to be seeing some more unbeatable.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So true. But you guys stick around. We're going to have some more exciting games for you coming right up. Just everyone's getting settled in lobby. We're getting the map swapped over. So stick around. We're going to see you in just a second. And just like that, we've returned and we're heading to Kings Row.
Awesome. You know, I love Kings Row as a map. I'm really hoping PSU pulls it together and manages to take this game because I definitely want to see this go on for longer.
Yeah, I feel like Kings Row is pretty much everyone's comfort map, you know?
Yeah.
Really standard meta, really like safe, not safe gameplay because you can make some really interesting plays out of Kings Row. But I mean the standard gameplay for Kings Row, everyone knows it. Everyone knows the standard meta. And that kind of creates space to do something silly, to do something funky. And we know that UTD loves to get silly with
Yeah,
it.
absolutely, they do. And I'm expecting some shenanigans for Kings Row, depending on how this goes.
I am praying for
Yeah,
shenanigans, let me tell you.
I do want to see a Petal Widow. I feel like that's going to happen probably more than once. But yeah, definitely these traditional Zarya, Genji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Zarya, the Genji. Genji's just so strong right now. And I mean,
incredibly.
yeah, when you have the mechanical talent of all these players, like Genji, easy pick. I do love to see the mix-up. Sometimes you see a Hanzo instead, and I'm definitely not against that. The Sojourn, also super popular right now. I'd imagine we're going to be seeing more of the BAP. All the supports are kind of in BAP jail right now. But I mean, he's Baptiste.
Yeah,
you can't hate him.
He's exceptional at definitely putting out the eliminations and keeping AoE healing at an absolute max. BAP is pretty much essential for almost any game you're ever going to be playing.
We're going to find out what these comps are, get inside the players' heads in less than a second.
Oh, and DMT going instant this time.
All right. I actually think that this is a really, really fun comp from the side of PSU.
Yeah. PSU has chosen a very fun comp.
I think that this is awesome. A fun little Kiriko dive. Like, I love the fact that they are utilizing Kiriko. I think that this is such a fun thing. And, like, how do you think her ult is going to kind of work with the synergy of this team?
I mean, every team member from PSU is very much movement based, and Kiriko definitely boosts movement as well as damage. So watching Kitsune come out is probably definitely going to be interesting for PSU, especially seeing them kind of run circles around UTD.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Petal and Cash definitely also very movement oriented, but you can just never beat the Tracer, the Sombra as far as movement goes. So going to see a little bit of spam into this doorway. Monkey hopping out here. But as of right now, UTD, they see how divey PSU is playing, and they know we're going to play point. Sounds like Sombra and Genji duking it out in Hotel Memory.
Almost a pick on Memory.
Woo!
Barely escaping with her life.
That was a little scary. Yeah, just right now for PSU, it's just going to be chip damage for the most part. Ludi charging that ult super quickly, though. Jukebox, I mean, following it up with grab. When you have enough charge on that bubble, it looks like Rags is going to dive in on that Tracer, though, and find the first 2 picks. Tin and Cash both going down. That cracks this point wide open.
Yeah, 3 picks in PSU Blue this early is definitely going to probably make it much, much easier for them to take this point, which looks like exactly what is happening now.
UTD, I'm not even sure is going to have a chance to contest.
No, not at all. They're going to have to regroup.
Yeah. It was looking pretty good for UTD for just a minute. I mean, running that monkey... Running the monkey into the Zarya, I mean, that gets pretty good. Woo! Pretty good bubble charge right out of the gates, but I mean... I think this Cash Reaper swap is going to be really, really strong. Everyone knows Monkey's #1 enemy is Reaper.
Yep.
Juke finding that kill onto Rags pretty early. That's going to slow down the momentum of PSU just a little bit. DMT also going to be falling again to this Reaper. Cash seeing the change needs to be made and not hesitating to make it.
And UTD not afraid to grow up right there upon their spawn and just try to keep them from coming out.
For better or for worse, UTD loves to play at the spawn doors.
Yeah, sometimes that works out for them. They definitely are good at gauging when that's going to be effective for them. I have seen it turn very sour for them as well.
Grav coming out to counter Kitsune here, and it looks like despite Kitsune being used, UT Dallas is going to be the only team finding kills right now.
And that is so unfortunate because Rags, Memory, and Paz all had opportunity to use Kitsune to their advantage.
Yeah, DMT also moved in with that Primal Rage. I'm not sure if the Primal Rage was like post UTD almost team wipe. I'd imagine it would be because Primal Rage in Kitsune is going to get a lot less damage.
Wow.
Petal just going to cut off my analysis? All right, do what you got to do. Get those headshots. But UTD once again moving in with these kills. Absolutely insane.
And Death Blossom finally ready.
Memory kind of getting spy checked down here. It's going to be, I don't love to fight a Reaper in a small room, I'll tell you that much.
I really hope Cash is saving this Death Blossom for Juke.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the Grav Blossom combination is really strong, but, you know, Blossom by itself also really
very
good.
Strong, and there it is. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
The caster, I'm not sure that was a curse, because it kind of turned out in UTD's favor. Maybe it was a caster curse for PSU, but I think that the use of Death Blossom there was a really good call. I mean, that's such a good damage and zoning ult. You get the best of both worlds there. But UTD not giving PSU any space to breathe. The D.Va swap, what do we think of that?
Definitely a good call for this map, because D.Va overall is very overpowered right now. And yeah, it could be definitely something that turns the tide for PSU.
Yep, the Sojourn ult gonna be popped, trying to get this D.Va out of mech, but lucky for DMT, their supports are there, ready to heal them right back up to full. No big deal, no sweat.
Putting out the window.
This window is gonna come out. Cash gonna find Paz pretty much immediately. Little TP over to the Sombra by Luzi. Kitsune once again online. We're seeing a lot of healing come out from this Kiriko. Jukebox gonna kill Rags before they have the chance to get those healing talismans though.
Yeah, Luigi definitely putting Kiriko to good use. Definitely getting some really efficient healing.
I'm not sure if Memory's TP got broken or if they forgot to put it down, but you're not gonna escape Cash with that kind of play, I'll tell you that much. I mean, EMP is available. It's such a strong ult right now, but...
Oh, and Juke puts out the grab.
Juke gonna look for the kill onto Paz, and it's so hard to make a full push without your Lucio there. That's like your main utility support at the moment, right? Until Kitsune is out, Lucio is going to be the one providing that speed boost. And, you know, EMP is only so good if you can get there. PSU definitely taking a bit of a breather here, except for Memory, who will be on the cart. Unfortunately, is going to get headshot by Petal before they have the chance to get out of there. The Death Blossom once again coming out, countering Kitsune. It is an unfortunate series of events for PSU right now. That being said, Ludi inside that Kitsune is going to take it back a little bit, gets the pick onto Cash. EMP still available. Rags on the point, but not for long enough. Petal finding that headshot. Memory finding a kill off that EMP. DMT also following up, and I think they might just make it happen. It is only Petal on the point, but not for much longer. They had to put a few ults into that, but ultimately worked out for PSU. They've now created a bit of space. They're getting this payload through the streets. They have Beat online, and looks like Pulse Bomb is going to be coming up as well. If you can get that stuck on one of the supports, I mean, that could be a free fight.
It looks like PSU is going to be able to get this payload to the second checkpoint pretty much uncontested. UT Dallas most likely going to fight them going into the third one.
Yeah, UTD definitely going to tap it before anything crazy happens. The beat coming out from both sides at essentially the same time. I mean, Rags is in this backline trying to bully Tin. It looks like Petal just doesn't know where to look right now. Should he help his support? Should he stall the point? He's not quite sure, but he knows he needs to kill this Tracer. We hear the window coming out from Tin, but DMT has killed Juke in the meantime. Tin going down soon after, and with that, I mean, this payload's contested, but for how much longer? Petal attempting to get on there, but it does cost him his life. DMT, look at the work on this D.Va. So well played.
Yeah, definitely a good call for PSU to swap off to the D.Va, because DMT definitely knows how to make use of an aggro tank like D.Va.
Absolutely. The micro missiles, the DM, everything about D.Va's kit, super well adjusted, I guess, to play against UTD. The only thing is that Zarya beam, you know, D.Va can't do a whole lot against that. But if you're killing Zarya early, then what's she gonna do?
Be a problem for you.
Except for grab and trade back and forth, killing Rags, killing Paz. Unfortunately, Petal's gonna go down as well, but Jukebox doesn't even need the rest of the team, it looks like. He's gonna get this done himself. Cash gonna follow up with a bit of that Sombra damage as well, building that EMP. Juke, why are we in their spawn? What are we doing
Petal
here?
Swapping off to Soldier, which is something you don't see very often.
I actually quite like the Soldier swap because while there is a little bit of verticality on this part of the map, it's a lot less necessary, for lack of a better term. And so I think that Soldier's kind of horizontal mobility over Sojourn's vertical mobility might actually be quite helpful to UTD here. That being said, Petal gonna fall to that Pulse Bomb, but I mean, looks like PSU's been pushed back into their spawn, and Rags goes down too, so both teams are down a DPS. That Pulse Bomb essentially nullified by Jukebox's kill.
And Petal switching right back off the Soldier right back to Widow.
I mean, if you get your 30% ult charge, why not?
Yeah, makes it worth it sometimes.
Really good pick onto Jukebox to kind of open this door for PSU. They are on the point. They have 3 men on there. It's moving as quickly as it can. Memory on this Sombra. Pedal's still playing back in essentially spawn for right now, hoping to find a Lucio or a Kiriko.
Oh, and Memory trying to go for that Pedal pick, and unfortunately looks like he got it.
Good pick there by Memory. That takes a lot of pressure off the supports to play behind this cart or play those longer sight lines.
And putting the window out looks like mostly for himself. Let's see if he can get any picks off the window right now.
I like the window play here. I mean, both beats coming out, but it is extra healing, extra damage, just making sure that Juke is safe in the current state and making sure that Zarya stays up, because the Zarya is the backbone of this team, especially when Grab is now online. We see Kiriko get caught in this grab, gonna get taken down. So is DMT, so is Paz, so is Memory.
And PSU is gone, unfortunately. And that completes round 1.
That is a team kill to, you know, bring in the end of the first half of King's Row. But really solid push by PSU. It is never over till it's over. They capped 2.5 points. And I mean, we're gonna see how their defense shakes up. I know we're going to see Pedal on the Widow for at least 30, 45 seconds at the beginning of this, looking for any early picks.
Early picks is definitely something that's going to happen. Pedal traditionally likes to sit on that top portion of spawn and kind of just go to town.
And I mean, can you blame him? He usually gets at least one off of it.
Yeah,
but
I feel like UT Dallas is definitely going to go kind of silly goofy here, especially leading into the last shot here. So I'm expecting UTD to be up to some shenanigans.
I love the cast pick. I think the cast pick, knowing how comfortable and how honestly talented Rags is on the Tracer, Rags was bothering both Savior and Tin that whole game. I mean, I really think that the cast pick is going to be really strong. As soon as I say that, Rags is like, never mind, we're on the Sojourn. But either way, with the damage on that Magnade for cast right now, I can't remember if it's 120 or 130. I want to say 120 on the Magnade.
Yeah, I believe it is 120, and that Magnate is absolutely no joke.
That
once
is
it gets stuck to you, you're kind of done if you're
big
anyone,
chunk
with less than or around 200 HP.
Yeah, if you're a Tracer or anything like that, it's over, brother. UTD just gonna go straight in here. Savior has that Lucio speed boost online.
Yeah, UT Dallas spraying absolutely no time, going immediately for the point.
But gonna get punished for it. DMT gonna actually kill Jukebox. That is a Zarya assertion of dominance right there. And UTD is like, all right, we're gonna pump the brakes. We're gonna move back a little bit. We need our tank with us.
Yeah, and PSU doing a great job keeping UT Dallas from putting any real effort into getting this point captured, but it looks like UTD is coming back for a second push.
Yep, just needed a second to kind of get their affairs in order. Jukebox going to be using both those bubbles, pushing in, but PSU wants him. PSU knows how vital Jukebox is to this team comp right now, but so do the UTD supports, but unfortunately it is just not enough. You cannot out-heal this Genji Sojourn composition.
The Juke almost getting saved by the no mortality field there, but someone from PSU had the wise idea to get that shut down, so now Juke is out of the picture.
DMT pushed in a little deep there to find Cash, but ultimately, I mean, did get out with the help of the supports, so no harm, no foul there. PSU still down their Sojourn. UTD gonna take this opportunity to do all they can. Pedal almost at the Sojourn ultimate as well, so that is going to be rough. Savior finding DMT really early. Kitsune comes out
from Luti.
But Pedal is gonna find heads nonetheless. I think the Kitsune was a good call here, but I think it was just too little too late. UTD, they didn't even have to use any ults to win that fight. They just did it on clicking heads, on pure damage. And with that, UTD moving into streets with slightly less than 5 minutes. Cash finding the kill. Window coming out from Tin as well, just making sure that this space stays open, stays in the favor of UTD. And look at Juke moving up. Unfortunately, it is going to cost Tin his life, but Cash, you know, revenge for his fallen comrade.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing from that window, and Tin definitely ended up suffering for it, but he'll be back soon enough.
Yeah, looks like Ludi was hanging out on that point for just a minute. Did manage to stall about 30 seconds, so nothing to scoff at there. But look at the ultimates for UT Dallas right now. They're looking at
most likely saving that flux for something good.
The Grav?
Yeah, Grav, sorry.
No, you're good. Putting Graviton Surge and Gravitic Flux in the same game was just like, it was
you're
evil.
asking for it at that point.
It was evil. But yeah, we have the grab online, and it's going to come out really early. Juke does love to use this as the engage. The beat coming down from Savior, and it is going to manage.
Coming down from PSU as well.
Yeah, both beats used in this fight. DMT also used a grab of their own, and it looks like it is finding value. Yeah, UTD.
Unfortunately, no picks from the Blade, but Memory did seem to get a pick on Juke eventually.
Sometimes it's about the chunk damage more than it is the direct picks. You know, you saw that Genji assist a lot in the kill feed, and he was in there. He was swanging. What can you do? Sojourn ult and Dragon Blade both available for UTD. This overclock is going to pump a lot of damage into PSU, especially when the bubbles are being used. Cash going to open up
the Blade out
with the Dragon Blade. Petal clicking the first head onto Memory.
Barely saved there by the Immortality Field. Almost, so he had it almost picked there.
Petal finally deciding to use that ult. It is into Kitsune Rush, but I think that was a really good call. Seemed like a little bit late, but it was not Paz fighting for his life in this little mega room. But I mean,
Paz is gone.
You cannot escape the wrath of 3 members of UTD in that tiny little room. UTD pumped a lot of ults into that fight, but ultimately, I mean, I think they're going to cap here. It's going to be really difficult for PSU to touch.
So yeah, this is definitely a cap. Especially with 10 putting up a window.
Yep, window comes out. Rags gonna try to get something out of this overclock, but Cash finding that first pick. Jukebox gonna find Rags. I mean, what can you do against that window right in a choke?
Kill on the behalf of UT Dallas.
They continue to push. They have slightly less than 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes to get almost to the end of point here, right down the little slope. But Cash getting a little silly there, a little goofy in the spawn, and is going to get taken out by Memory. Rag's going to kill Jukebox as well. That is a lot of charge down the drain for UTD. And Petal and Tin are like, all right, we're gonna back up. We're gonna see if we can live here. And in fact, Petal is going to find 2. Well, whoa, okay. He backs up. He finds 3 kills, and then UTD could just come back in as a team again. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Came in, did his job, and left.
He did. He was like, all right, we're going to back up. We're going to stabilize for just a minute. I've got my bestie Tin by my side. He's giving me the heals. And
yeah, UT Dallas mostly coming in with full ult charges into this last push.
Yeah,
we're
look
most
at
likely
this.
going to see, well, PSU almost having the same.
It is going to be an alt-heavy fight, but Juke wants to get in there first, going to drop that grab, the beat coming out from Paz as well. Rag's going to kill Jukebox right out of the gate. The Dragon Blade in the hands of Cash, but it is not enough. Going to fall to Ludi. The Dragon Blade also available for Memory, who is on Tinspire. Tinspire just not going to be able to take the heat right there. Really good stopped push by PSU right here. UT Dallas looked like they were about to run away with it, but PSU is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, when that grab came out, I could tell that Cash definitely wanted to put the blade out, but unfortunately it didn't really come out until grab was pretty much finished. So unfortunately, no picks with that blade.
Yeah, I think it was like the concept was there. You know, I think the timing was just a little bit off. Beat coming in to support Memory, but it's not going to be enough. UTD burning through that within seconds. It sounds like the grab has come out from DMT as well as Kitsune Rush, so they do not want this push to happen by UTD. They want to separate Cash from the rest of the team.
And Petal tried to overclock, but PSU absolutely shutting that down, not letting any of that happen.
You're so right. I didn't even hear that audio cue come through, but Tin is still going to just move up with just Cash and Jukebox. I mean, what more do you need when you have the window? Petal is already back. I mean, when you have the Sojourn and the Lucio go down, they're going to be back soon, you know?
UTD with less than 5 meters to go here on the payload. Most likely PSU is going to try to do one final push here to keep UTD from coming in and capping the point, but
yeah,
it looks like this we're pretty much here.
Bringing out the Wrecking Ball, Lucio doing his dance, but I mean, UTD just crazy with it. Just absolutely nuts. What can I say? The mechanical skill of every single player on UTD, the aggression from Jukebox and how well it works with just the mindset of the DPS. Look at it. Look at this guy getting play of the game after play of the game. You know, something is going right.
Yeah, whatever Juke is doing, he is doing it definitely the best way possible. Juke absolutely making just such an aggressive push with Zarya all the time.
No kidding. UTD's synergy just off the charts. I mean, PSU definitely gave us a run for our money at certain points in that game. But who's going to stop them right now?
Looks like nobody, because we are now 4-0. The past game ending in almost less than 30 minutes, and the day before that, pretty much the same thing as we saw today. UTD is absolutely on a roll.
They are. Understatement of the century. But thank you guys for tuning in yet again. We love bringing you these crazy, exciting Overwatch matches, and hopefully we're going to keep seeing them. So thank you so much for stopping by. I've been Crow. This has been Antimune.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting us cast this game for you. If you want to, see more of UTD's gameplay, be it Overwatch, Valorant, League of Legends, anything you're in the mood for, feel free to join our Discord. It'll be linked right down below. And, stay in the loop. We love to have you around. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, and have a great night and a great rest of your weekend. And we will see you soon.